Hi, everybody, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today for our topic, being an everyday oil user. To enjoy the greatest health benefits, we start with looking at our daily routines. Why? Well, as I look at what I want more of and what I want less of, I start with what's the one thing that will have the greatest impact, right? If I pick something that I do once a week or once in a while, I'll have some results. But if I pick something that I do every single day and change that, I will have tremendously successful results. And so our success lies in our daily routines, right? What will you do each and every day to support the goals that you desire? So it starts first with, well, what's the goal? And then what are the things that I can do that move me closer to getting there, right? We walk towards our health or away from it, one step at a time, right? Each and every single decision that we make is like a brick in the structure of our health, right? It's the foundation, right? Every single choice has to be evaluated in its merits to bringing us closer to that goal, right? And so we're encouraged to do the things that support your goal and do it every single day, right? Now, research has shown that 80% of our health issues can be avoided by taking regular preventive measures, right? 80%, right? And when we're talking about doing something every day, it really does need to be simple, right? If we get, something that's a complicated routine and we're trying to kind of fit it into our morning or somewhere in our day, it might work short term, but long term, simple is what we can do every single day. And so what I want to start with is a quick review of the simple ways that we interact with our essential oils each and every single day. So the first way is aromatic. When we breathe it in, right, simply open the cap and breathe in your essential oils, right? It impacts our mood, right? It is going to affect that amygdala gland and our limbic system, right? Our limbic system is where we have our memory, our mood, and our emotions, right? When we put oils on our hands and breathe them in, or maybe if you have a diffuser, you put it in your diffuser, it helps open the airways. It cleans the environment, right? And helps support our respiratory system, right? Diffusing lets the entire family, or maybe in your office space, it lets everybody reap the benefits of the oils, right? And it can be very cost effective. One of my favorite ways is to diffuse something that will quickly change the mood in a room, right? So, you put wild orange in a diffuser with anything else, by itself or with anything, and you will quickly have, moods that are uplifted and smiles that appear on people's faces. So the second way that we use essential oils is topically, right? You're going to apply it directly to the skin. You want to apply it locally, right? Very proximal to the area you're impacting, right? So if you have a stiff back or a stiff neck, you're going to apply it directly on that area. Maybe, you have a bug bite and you want it to stop itching, right? Maybe you have some head tension, and so you're going to apply it directly on your temples or on the back of your neck, right? As we massage it into our skin, right? It's not about just put it on, right? Lovingly massage that oil and have it penetrate through the 7 layers of your skin, right? As we're doing this, we're actually stimulating circulation, right? We're bringing circulation to that very area that needs a little bit of attention, right? And as we bring blood flow to the area, that's how we have the resources to clean up what shouldn't be there and to bring new tools, maybe bring some oxygen and, bring some, much needed, anti-inflammatory, I'm trying to think of you know, there's so many tools that your body has to deal with the issue, right? Your body's capable of healing itself. And so the circulation of the blood is one of the key ways that we bring those tools to a particular area, right? When we're applying it topically, I remind people that, you know, be aware of the temperature of your oil, right? Sometimes you have a hot oil that everyone should dilute, right? Oregano, cassia. These are, you know, oils that would be very difficult on anyone's skin, right? So you want to dilute it with a fractionated coconut oil. There are people with sensitive skin, and even, you know, kind of sensitive oils should be diluted for babies or the elderly or people with fair skin, right? And so you're going to dilute as necessary. I'll remind you that diluting an essential oil does not minimize its effectiveness. It merely slows absorption so that it has time. The body has, you know, an easy intake of that oil so it doesn't get overwhelmed. Okay. The third way is internal, right? Consuming essential oils internally is a key part of my wellness plan, right? It's very important that we choose essential oils that have high quality, right? When we're taking them internally. But it's not just internally, whether we're breathing it in or we're applying it topically. If it's on you, it's in you, right? If it's in your environment and you're breathing it in, it's still going in your body. And so no matter which method you use, you definitely want to make sure that you have the highest quality essential oil, right? As we take essential oils internally, you're going to put them in a capsule. Maybe you just drop it under your tongue, right? You can add it to a glass of water. And sometimes I'll put essential oils in honey, right? Particularly when I have a dry throat, scratchy, I'll put the essential oils, lavender, peppermint, frankincense, put it right in the honey. And so as I, you know, take that spoonful of honey, it kind of sticks to the pathway. And so the essential oils can kind of, you know, sit there proximal to that area, right? The same way we would apply it topically, right? We're getting a topical internal application, right? Now, the one way that you know that you could take an oil internally is that it has this supplement facts label, right? It's an FDA label that rates it as generally regarded as safe for internal use, right? Not all essential oils are created equal, and so I choose the highest quality certified pure therapeutic grade oils in doTERRA, right? When you're using oils internally, like let's say you're putting it in a glass, right? Make sure that it's glass, stainless steel or ceramic, right? It's super important, right? Because essential oils have the gift of breaking down polymers, and so you don't want to put it in any kind of plastic. Now, as we talk today, we're going to have a lot of different benefits, and the foundation of those benefits is how doTERRA sources its oils. What is the substance of its purity and potency, right? And so it starts with growers and distillers, right? doTERRA has a very rigorous criteria, and they don't cut corners. They don't extend oils to, you know, by adding less expensive ingredients, right? They are built on science. They're a science company, and they partner with growers and distillers, right, with this very rigorous essential oil testing. And as we test, as we do scientific studies, as they partner with other research institutions and hospitals, we find more and more health benefits. And so we're going to always have these models of evolving use, right? So like how we use lavender today is very different than how we used it 10 or 20 years ago, because we've learned so much more about the gift of the chemistry inside the lavender plant. As doTERRA sources, they are creating this global botanical network, right? They value the expert of a local farmer rather than buying these big plots of land and mass producing essential oils, right? So they're going to recruit the expertise of these small plots of land with artisans, like people, families who have been doing that type of harvesting or distilling for centuries. And as they are there in some of these impoverished nations, right, they look to have sourcing partnerships They want to source the best, but they want to help the most people. In the 46 different nations that doTERRA sources their essential oils, they are, there's I think 25 that are developing nations. And so they have a Healing Hands Foundation so that they can help them build, you know, schools and roadways and hospitals. It's just an amazing thing that they do as part of how they source their oils, right? But I bring this up because the foundation of our experience is the purity and potency, right? And so sourcing the essential oil in these ways is the foundation for how we're going to have these health benefits. So now let's talk about a daily routine, right? And so if you look at, you know, on the left here, we see kind of our wellness pyramid. And if you notice, the 4 platforms on the bottom are lifestyle, right? It's a combination of both lifestyle and healthcare, right? The top 2, informed self-care, right? This is the things that we do to get through our day, and proactive medical care, right? That there are some times when we have to seek the care of a hospital or a doctor in order to manage a situation, right? But if you look, you know, the 4 lifestyle choices: eating right, exercising, right, movement, increasing oxygen intake, getting the proper rest and reducing your stress, reducing the toxic load that your body has to carry. These are things that will directly impact how much you have to intervene every single day, whether in informed self-care or proactive medical care, right? And so the more things that we can do to live and love a natural solutions lifestyle on the bottom of the pyramid, the less things we have to do on the top, right? And so what I want to do now is just rate yourself, right? And so if you, on a scale of 1 to 10, if you looked at eating right, exercising, resting and managing stress, reducing your toxic load, I want you to, and actually do all of the informed self-care and the proactive medical care on a scale of 1 to 10. How well do you say that you own that pyramid, right? What I'd like you to do is, as you're listening to this recording, you know, just pause here and rate yourself 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the least, right? We often know what to do, we just don't always do it. And so sometimes the simplest solution is to just start doing what you know your body needs, right? Like drinking more water, right? Or turning off your cell phone before you go to bed, right? Some really simple things that we can do. They're lifestyle choices. Now, there are 14 different systems in the body, right? And I found that the most common need for support are in these 5 systems, right? Digestive, immune, musculoskeletal, nervous system, and respiratory system, right? With 78 organs in the body, we're going to focus on the top 5, right? The heart, the brain, the kidneys, the liver, and the lungs. And so how we support these organs inside these systems is how we're going to assess what daily routine do you need to do to improve wherever it is you have this gap, right? We need to fill the gap with very effective solutions. And it's my intention to help you see that there's this empowered, self-directed possibilities that you gain with doTERRA essential oils and products in your home at your fingertips. And so let's get started. So what is the role of an essential oil, right? And so the essential oils are complementary to the body's ability to self-regulate, right? They're information and knowledge. They instruct your body in doing its business like no other element. They draw out the body's own intuitive capacities. In other words, essential oils are a tool that you use to bring about the creative natural healing, right? And the essential oils are going to always be more effective in a foundation where you're eating right, you're exercising, you're resting and managing your stress, and you're reducing your toxic load. This is how we support wellness, right? I often use the analogy that you're a cell factory, right? Your body makes cells every single day with whatever it is that you're giving it. So are you giving it enough water? Are you giving it the right combinations of vitamins and minerals? Are you giving it the rest it needs? Are you cleaning out the garbage that, you know, it has to wallow in, right? When things get clogged up inside our body, it hampers some of our metabolic processes. You know, it's like a symphony, right? We need to sometimes just tune up our orchestra so that it goes back to being this beautiful symphony. Gosh, that was a tough one, right? So, you know, this is what we're going to focus on, is the role of essential oils in this foundation for wellness. Okay. And so when I work with someone, I start with helping them just identify what are the top health priorities for you, right? What's your 90-day goal? How long has this been an issue, right? And, you know, what are the possible effective solutions that we need to put at your fingertips, right? And once we identify the health priorities, right, then we're going to create a daily wellness plan. And as you were rating yourself on the levels of the pyramid, right, that's where we start, right? Which is the one that needs the most attention, right? And so maybe it's eating right. Like what are the combinations of essential oils and essential oil infused products that will help the absorption of the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that you are eating every day, right? Are you getting the right combination? Do you know that the immune system, 70% of your immune system lies in the walls of your digestive tract? And so when we create better digestive environment, right, by supporting it with a probiotic, by supporting it with essential oils that are going to help kind of manage the good and bad bacteria, right? They're just going to help us create balance in that system, right? Making sure we drink the right amount of water, making sure that we look at what kind of foods am I eating? Is it raw and natural, or is it mostly processed? Do I need an enzyme to help me process the food that I'm taking so that it breaks down and is easier to absorb, right? Then we'll look at, you know, what is your exercise routine? And I actually think exercise is like a dirty word, right? Whenever you say exercise, it feels like heavy and it feels like work, right? So I talk about movement. How can we help you move more each day and move without any kind of pain, right? Like sometimes when, you know, we don't have energy, right? We didn't sleep the night before, or maybe, you know, we overdid it with whatever activity we did the day before, and we're a little bit kind of, you know, slow moving and clunky, right? And so it's about how can I support the musculoskeletal system in my body so that I manage my pain, that I promote a healthy inflammatory response, that I help my body quickly repair any kind of overuse inside my cells, right? We'll also look at sleep habits, right? And, you know, sometimes it's that emotional quotient, right? Like, do we really own our emotional health, right? It's how we feel determines how we react to things, right? Part of your belief system is the feelings that you feel. And so this is going to guide your stress levels and your reaction to things. And so, you know, kind of creating a healthy emotional terrain is one of the gifts an essential oil can do, right? Help us to let go of things that we need to shed and embrace the truth inside each of our days. That alone will help us sleep better, right? Getting a really good night's sleep will help boost all the systems of your body. Reducing your toxic load is probably one of the biggest first things that you can do. And so we have a very simple 30-day program. You get a little chart with every single day, tells you what to take. It's a combination of maybe 6 or 7 different supplements and essential oils that just help clean out that digestive tract, help the lymphatic system get rid of a lot of the waste that's kind of piled up in there, right? It's like a sludge. And to then look at what is it we do every day? What are the products that I put on or in my body every day, right? Like your toothpaste, your soap, your skincare products, your perfumes, all of these things, right, have the ability to affect us, our hormones, our nervous system, right? There are neurotoxins in a lot of these products. And so if you can use something that's pure and natural, right, without toxins, we are going to help you reduce that toxic load going forward, right? And so that's one of the things we look at is, well, you know, kind of invite me into your home so I can see what kind of products are you touching every day and what kind of impact is this product having on your health, right? And then, you know, I am a big believer that our medical system here in the United States is unmatched when it comes to acute care. Right? You got something, you know, tragic going on, you know, the healthcare system's going to rally around you. We're not that great in preventive care, right? That's where the other 4 levels of the pyramid come in. But having essential oils at your fingertips lets you be ready for anything, right? Depending on, you know, life's little emergencies will always happen. And so what tools can you have in your home, right? I'm sure that there's tons of products that you have in your home that you don't use every day, but are there just in case, right? And so instead of using a toxic product, right, or one that has side effects or synthetics in it, we're going to teach you how do you use a natural product in its place, right? Like, you know, did you know that ginger essential oil could really relieve digestive discomfort? And so you can get rid of those Tums, right? Things like that, very simple ways, right? That, you know, lavender can get rid of a bee sting and be very good for the skin. And so, you know, do you really need to have, you know, calmceptine and other things like that? So, you know, it's one of my favorite ways to help people kind of just look at the daily routine that they have and how we can make some simple changes to improve your health. So I picked a couple of essential oils, right? Like, so daily use of peppermint helps promote wellness for the digestive system, right? Which is going to automatically improve our immune system. It is going to increase alertness and energy, can reduce nervous tension, and helps with memory recall. And so, you know, if you could, you know, remember all the things that you were trying to get done that day, wouldn't you agree that you'd probably be a little bit more organized and a little less stressful, right? So I use this every day in the morning, kind of like as a, you know, clear the brain fog, right? Sometimes after lunch too. And I love using it under my tongue as an appetite suppression when I, you know, we all have that kind of, you know, the desire to eat a lot more comfort foods these days. And, you know, if you're carrying around a little extra weight and it's because you just don't know how to stop noshing, right? Putting a drop of peppermint underneath your tongue will help as an appetite suppressant. Now, peppermint is included in many different blends. So you could see from where it is put, right? Breathe is a respiratory blend. Digestin is a digestive blend. Slim and Sassy is a metabolic blend. Deep Blue is a soothing blend. And Past Tense is a tension blend. And so this gives you a really good idea of all the different systems that this essential oil can support, right? It also is great if you're outdoors to keep the bugs away, right? That vapor that kind of makes your eyes tear will also drive the bugs away. And so I always make sure that I have peppermint when I'm sitting outdoors enjoying the wonderful weather of fall. So we also have lavender, right? Lavender we know is all things calming, right? It's going to help the skin. It's a boost to the immune system. It helps you sleep and reduces nervous tension, right? And so, you know, I just put this in a diffuser. I put it on me. Sometimes, you know, when I get those sneezy, drippy days, I'll put a drop with lavender and peppermint under my tongue, and sneezy, drippy is gone, right? Lavender can be found in an array of products, you know, things that support hormone health, that are great for the skin, again, in that tension blend, and in blends that help you sleep, right? Serenity and Peace are oils that I use every night. I also love using lemon. Lemon essential oil is, you know, cleansing, right? It's going to clean and purify the air. It can be used as a surface cleaner, but I really do love that it helps uplift the mood, right? It has some pretty awesome chemistry, right? It's called limonene, and it helps your body produce dopamine, which is your happy drug, right? And so we use this every single day to boost our mood. But, you know, it's good to support the digestive system, the respiratory system, the immune system, right? Your adrenal system, which is kind of how you create energy, right? And so if you look at all the different products that lemon is contained in, right? Here we have again, right? Breathe is our respiratory blend. Citrus Bliss is like creamsicle in a bottle, right? It's an invigorating blend. Purify is combined with, you know, other citrus oils and, you know, powerhouses to help clean out an area in your home, right? Something smells musty, this is a great choice. And it's one of the other oils that's in Slim and Sassy, that metabolic blend, and in Try Ease, the seasonal blend, right? And so, you know, lemon is something that I use each and every day. A drop or two in my water helps to clean me out, right? It's going to clean me inside and outside. It's going to clean the air and boost my mood while it is, you know, helping me with better energy and better digestive health. So lots of really good things that you can do. Frankincense is the other oil I chose to focus today. It's the king of all oils. Right? It helps us maintain an immune system that's really healthy, cellular health, brain health. You know, it's a wood oil, so it's very calming to the nervous system, right? It can be really good for the skin, particularly if you have, you know, scars or stretch marks, that it can actually reduce the appearance of those things. But one of the reasons I really love frankincense is that it actually supports the cell's ability to determine what the right DNA code should be, right? So when you think about this, right, essential oils are intelligent messaging, and they have an all-access security paths. And now do you understand how I began this presentation with outlining exactly how important sourcing is?
I'm listening to something.
Right? It's just super important that you have a pure and potent essential oil if it's going to be directing the activities of cellular health, right? It's the most important thing to me. And so I use frankincense each and every day. I do put it on some of the scars that I've had from surgeries to lessen their appearance. And I put it under my tongue every night to help me go to sleep fast and stay asleep longer, while it's directing the nighttime process of cellular renewal. So let's talk about how we make daily routines simple, right? And so put it in a spray bottle or a roller bottle. If you have a favorite combination, right, make it convenient to use. Put them out, right? Like I have a bunch of oils that I love to cook with, and so I put them right by my stove. If you have essential oils that you're going to use at bedtime, well, why not have a bottle there, right? How often have you climbed into bed and then realized, oh, I don't have my Serenity. I left that in my pocketbook, right? So you have to get out of bed and go down and get it, right? Me, I just have 2 different bottles, you know, one in each location that I use all the time, right? And, when you're talking about a daily routine, it's always good to vary your diet, right? It's the same way you vary the diet of food that you eat. It's good to vary the essential oils and mix them up a little bit. Within the category, let's say, of citrus oils, right, you have lemon, wild orange, lime, bergamot, tangerine, mandarin. You don't have to use all of them every day, but mix them up, right? Each of those fruits are different colors, and so we're bringing in different chemistry, even though all of them are going to help us with, environmental cleansing, toxic cleansing in our body, and mood uplift. And finally, the bottom of the pyramid is eating right and making sure that you have, the right set of vitamins and minerals combined with essential oils that improve the absorption of those vitamins and minerals is the key. It's the foundation of your health. So here are some of my favorite pairs, right? So in the morning, I like to put on wild orange, right? So that's that like kind of invigorating smell. It's an abundantly positive mood that I get, right? I also love balance. It's a collection of wood and flower oils that are grounding to the nervous system and comforting to the emotions. And so I will put the balance, on the back of my neck, maybe behind the ears, or even on the bottom of my feet, right? During the day, right, I definitely take out that On Guard, which is a protecting blend, right? It has spice oils mixed with, wild orange and eucalyptus, and it just really helps to protect you. And so these days, I seem to be using On Guard all day, but definitely, when I'm out and about doing my errands after work, On Guard comes with me. I also love peppermint after lunch to help me kind of, I have a lot more day left, right? And I'm starting to get that food buzz. And so just a single drop of peppermint on my hands helps, increase my alertness, drives oxygen into my brain, and helps me kind of move through my day without needing another cup of coffee or some kind of, toxic energy drink. In the evening, I'll use both Digestion and Adaptive, right? Digestion is a digestive blend, right? Based on what I've been eating that day, I want to start to kind of really process that food and make sure I have some digestive comfort as I'm prepping for my night. The Adaptive is a calming blend. It's good for the nervous system, right? And so, I've had a whole day of activity, right? And I truly love using Adaptive to help me kind of adapt to the experiences of my day, right? There's some stuff, I don't want it to throw me off track. I want to stay on track of being, calm and peaceful instead of being reactive, right? I want to make intentional decisions about how I want to address a situation rather than being emotionally reactive because I'm so stressed out. And then, of course, bedtime is 2 drops of copaiba and frankincense under my tongue without fail, right? The wood oils help kind of wind the nervous system down and quiet the chatter. And so, these are 2 that I love to help me fall asleep quickly and stay asleep longer. There's lots of different blends, right? And so, I let people know, like, what I like may be different than what you like, right? What's important to me today or this week might be different than what's important to me in 2 weeks. It might be different than what's important to you. And so it's always good to know that, regardless of what you're trying to create, there's an oil for that, right? So whether you're looking to relax or you want to have happier vibes or whether you want to get, cleansed and clear, right? There is a combination of oils that's well suited for that job, right? And when you're using it every day, we have to be conscious of, well, what's it going to cost me to use these oils every single day? And if you look at the cost of all the oils that are on this page, they range from, $10 to $23 with 250 drops per bottle, and you're using only 1 to 2 drops a day. It is incredibly affordable, right? 4 to 9 cents per drop, right? And so if you look at, do I want, to be happy? Do I want to relieve my sinuses? Do I want something that's going to lift me up or help me breathe easier, right? All of these oils, right? This simple set of oils at your fingertips in your home lets you be a healer in your own home, right? I'm going to help you create a daily routine that's just optimal for you and whatever is the most important health benefit that you need, right? So, you know, it's about maximizing the power of essential oils, right? We're going to use it, right? Because just by using it, we expand our knowledge of what they do, right? Your own experiences are the foundation of what it does, right? I put this on, it did this, right? We start to live it and become this everyday oil expert and create the very life that you want, right? And so why wait? Start now, right? You can get connected with me and all of my events on the team app by, using this link, right? You can connect with me on social media, or you can watch this topic or other topics on my Vimeo channel, or you could just simply text or email me and, get samples, right? If you're not yet someone who has essential oils at your home, I'm happy to send you some samples. We'll have a, quick 10-minute phone call so I can identify what is the top health concern that you have and select appropriate samples for you to use for a week, and then we'll have another conversation. So, this is a Tuesday at 2 with Terri series. The next 2 weeks we'll be doing Eliminate Sugar and Falling in Love with Fall. Every Saturday we do continuing education, and coming up we have women's health and hormones and pain management, right? 2 very, very good topics. And then I have, different pop-up workshops that we do, right? We have a lunch and learn that we do in Hop Hog every single month, the first Wednesday. And I also have a class called Oils You Don't Use, right? It's like, sometimes you buy an essential oil and you're not really sure exactly how to use it. Maybe it came in a kit or you got it for free. And so I help to, create daily solutions with the oils that are at your fingertips. And so thank you so much for joining me today. And I will, see you next time.